Hello, hello. Welcome to the Tuesday morning stretch break. Hopefully, we'll have a few more people join us. We can wait a few more seconds. But in the meantime, if you have anything that feels tight today that you want me to focus on, feel free to drop that in the chat and I can add that in to what we're going to do today. But the plan is to do a little bit of more upper body stuff, work on that this morning, and then later on in our other stretch break, we'll do some more lower body stuff. But it is 11:01, so we can go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and make our way onto the ground. We're going to be on our hands and our knees to start. And what we're going to do is we're going to work on some rotation through the thoracic spine. So we're going to be on our hands and our knees. And I'm going to start with my right arm. And we're going to do some rotation here. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach through with that right arm in between the left and the leg and the hand. And then we're going to open up, bringing that arm towards the ceiling, and then back into reaching through. So we're going to do this a couple times, making sure we're not forgetting to breathe, working on some nice rotation here. And on the next one where we reach through, we're going to go ahead and make this a static stretch. So we've been active. And on our next one, we're just going to reach through with our hand on the ground, placing the back of our palm. Our palm is up towards the ceiling. Our head is on the ground. We're pushing into the ground with the back of our hand, pulling away with our upper back. So we were getting some nice rotation here. Now we're going to get a nice stretch. And if you'd like a little bit more of a stretch here in the chest, you go ahead and take that hand that's on the ground, rotate it around, tucking that into the back pocket of your opposite hip. So now we're going to get a little more of a back stretch, a little bit of a chest opening stretch here. Inhaling nice and deep into the ground and into our chest, and exhaling nice and slow. And on our next exhale, we can go ahead and replace our hand on the ground and return to our hands and our knees. And we're going to do the same thing now on the other side. So I'm going to start with my left arm. We're doing the active stretch first. So we're going to reach through to one side and then exhaling, opening up towards the ceiling, making sure we're following with our neck. So when we reach up towards the ceiling, our eyes are looking past our thumb. Not forgetting to breathe here, getting some nice thoracic rotation, opening up our spine here. And one more active rotation. And on our next reach through, we're just going to plant that hand on the ground, head on the ground, pushing the back of our palm into the ground, pulling away with our upper back, getting a nice stretch right under the scapula. And again, if you want a little bit of an extra chest stretch, go ahead and take that opposite arm, wrap it around, tuck it into the hip of the opposite side. So now we're going to inhale nice and deep into our chest. Exhaling, feeling our body relax. Feeling our chest and back open up here. And one more inhale. And on the exhale, we can go ahead and replace that hand back on the ground and return onto our hands and our knees. And for the next thing, we're still going to be on our hands and our knees, and we're going to do some rocking here. So let's go ahead and with one leg, whichever one you want to start with, we're going to stick one leg straight out to the side like a kickstand. We want to make sure our hips are nice and level, and heel big toe, little toe on the ground of that leg. That's to the side. And we're going to go ahead and rock back, bringing our glutes towards our heels. And then we're also going to add a little bit more rotation here. So reaching through with the same leg that's out to the side, reaching in between our opposite arm, opposite leg as far as we can, getting a nice opener through the back and then planting back on the ground, squeezing and coming back to center. So we're going to flow through that, rocking back, reaching through, making sure we're not forgetting to breathe, and feeling that nice stretch through the hips as well. I know we said we're doing more upper body, but this is always a good one to throw in there. And where we're at, we're just going to go ahead and do one more. So we're rocking back, reaching through. And after we finish that last one, we can go ahead and now stick the other leg out to the side. So I had my right leg out and I'm going to have my left leg straight out to the side. And same thing, we're going to rock back and then reach through as our glute is to our heel and then returning to center. We want to make sure that our back is staying nice and flat, our core is tight, and that pinky toe is staying on the ground. That's how we get the most out of that hip opener, that inner thigh stretch there. Great job. One more here, rocking back, reaching through. Awesome. And for this next one, you can go ahead and either stand on up if you would like, or you can be seated, kneeling, however you'd like to do this one. We're gonna go ahead and stand up because we've been on the ground. No, we've probably all been sitting for the majority of the morning here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to do a little bit of some neck stretching here. So I'm gonna take my right hand, I'm gonna input it in between my shoulder blades here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and bring my left ear to the left shoulder, left hand on top of the head. So we're gonna get some neck stretching going in here. With each exhale, feeling our body relax, making sure we're not pulling our head down. We're just letting that hand rest there. Big deep breaths, keeping that core tight, back flat. And on our next exhale, we're gonna go ahead and turn our head so our chin is at our chest. We're looking at the ground, hand is still on top of the head. So this one, we're gonna start to feel more in the back of the neck and maybe opening up our traps a little bit, which can sometimes get really tight if we're shrugging our shoulders as we sit at the computer all day. Now I love this one to open up my traps if I'm starting to get stressed out. And one more big inhale here. And on the exhale, we can gently bring our head to center and bring our hands to the side. If you just shake that out a little bit, I know the shoulder can get a little bit tight being behind the back. And we're gonna do that same thing with the other side now. So left hand is now gonna go in between my shoulder blades and my right ear is coming down to my right shoulder, right hand on top of the head. So again, not pulling our head down, we're just letting that hand help gravity do its job. Breathing into the chest, feeling that stretch through the side of our neck here. And on the next exhale, we can go ahead and bring our gaze down. Chin is towards the chest, where our face is kind of near the armpit here. And now we're opening up our traps a little bit more, stretching out the back of our neck. Exhaling any tension we feel. Maybe this is where we notice maybe we're a little extra stressed today and we carry that tension in our neck. So just bringing a little bit more awareness to our bodies and how we feel this morning. Maybe we notice something and we can kind of be a little bit more mindful about it, take care of ourselves today. And on the next exhale, we can go ahead and bring that head to center and release our hands. Shake that out a little bit again if you need to. And last thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our chest a little bit more. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. We're going to push those knuckles towards the ground, pulling our chest open, shoulder blades are down and back, slight arch in the back, and we can bring our gaze and our chin towards the ceiling. And if that's uncomfortable, you can go ahead and look straight. But the goal here is to be pushing those knuckles down, bringing our chest out So that way we can really feel that opening up all of our chest and our shoulders. So we're inhaling nice and deep into our chest, feeling that expand, exhaling nice and slow. Again, maybe you feel now your chest is a little extra tight from sitting at your desk. And really just, again, bringing some awareness to how we're feeling today. And one more big inhale. And slowly exhale. And we can gently release our hands, shake it out a little bit. And that is going to be all the time we have for this morning stretch break. So thank you all for coming. I hope you feel a little bit nice and relaxed, ready to take on the rest of the afternoon. We do have one more stretch break today at 2:30 with me. So definitely going to be doing some more fun stretches there. And then we do have abs and core with Luis tonight at 4:30. So don't miss out on those. And as always, check out our SharePoint and Slack site and YouTube for more information or more videos from us. So hope everyone has a great rest of the morning. Thanks for coming.